First game of the ALDS. It's the Toronto Blue Jays against the Chicago White Sox. It's an October matchup coming right up.
It's all about the American League. The Chicago White Sox, they're looking to get one in front of their home fans. Thank you for being with us. Final week of the season. 2K Sports and MLB. Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Krug. Everyone settling in now. U.S. Cellular Field, the site. I'm going to take a look now at the starting pitcher for the White Sox. Steve, how's he going to handle these Toronto bats in this game?
Now,
take a moment here to look at that lineup for the Blue Jays.
Well, this lineup, their hitting coach preaches.
Aguila into the batter's box. All right, Steven, while it is still early, how about a little strategy viewpoint from the White Sox?
Well, we're pretty much back where we started. It's just a shorter series now. Both teams have played very well to this point. Not sure who it favors, but whoever does win tonight will certainly turn the tables in their favor.
And Steve, it will make it a lot easier. You build up a little momentum in a tied series if you can come away with that game that puts you on top.
Well, especially when it's now a shorter series. This game could be the momentum necessary to win the series.
Mixing your pitch types, key to performance like the one we're seeing today on the mound. Here's a look at what he's been doing.
Well, there's no doubt about his command in this game today, doing a great job of alternating his pitch choices.
And you have to give some credit to the catcher as well. They're working together, effectively going through these hitters, knowing how they want to attack them.
Curveball, strike three called, out number one.
His pitches complement one another. They work off of each other, and he used a tremendous sequence right there. 1, 2, 3, strike out, see you later.
Altuve at the plate, flew out last time. First pitch to him. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
Pitching coaches love it when you can throw it down and away consistently. He got it done right there.
A swing line to left center, and it's through. That's a base hit. Late throw, he's on at first.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with one out, let's see if they try to move him along.
It's going to be Broxton now. Drew a walk as last time. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
I really like what we've seen from him. Good ball up and down, in and out, changing the eye level of the hitters.
And you got to do that. I mean, you think about his strategy, and his success today is a testament to how important it is to mix up your location.
On the way. That's a foul ball. And he watches that one travel down, 2-2.
Now, big break on this curveball. He starts it in the strike zone, but it falls right out of the zone. Good eye by the hitter not to chase it.
Taps this one foul to the right.
Well, this is one of these epic battles that you just love to see. A pitcher who's not giving it.
Swung on, bounced weakly to second. He picks it up.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Hemmig up at the plate. Last time up, flew up. First pitch on the way. This one has popped up to the left side out of play. Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2.
He's just popping that glove with that 4-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
On the ground to first, and he'll step on first to retire the side. No runs at a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. Toronto. Bullen at the plate now. Steve, let's take a look at what we've got from the pitcher.
You know, when he's throwing the ball down on the zone like this, these lefty hitters have to stay behind the ball to drive it. They just don't seem able to do that. They keep swinging and hitting the top part of the ball.
The pitch. Good slur, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, almost an impossible pitch to hit right there. That slider down and away. Only thing you can do is hope to put the bat on the ball and hit it foul so you can live to see another pitch.
And this has popped up on the left side. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be.
Well, anytime you're down 0-2, the bottom line is you want to be able to cover the whole plate. You can't look inside. You can't look outside. You have to just swing and protect in a defensive mode. That's what he did there on that pitch on the outer half of the plate to foul it off and live to see another pitch.
It's going to be DeJesus. Now, to be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, the thing about it is he's keeping his team in the game. And aside from a few mistakes he's thrown, he's done a pretty good job of mixing things up.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent in this game. The variety of pitches has been good. And most importantly, his choice of when to go with a certain pitch has been effective.
Changeup swung on and missed. That'll be out number 2.
Well, they made that one look easy, huh? I mean, look at 3 pitches and a strikeout.
Yes, in the batter's box. Grounded out his last time through. Chases that one. It's high, but it's a strike.
Well, boy, wouldn't you have loved to see him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
And a slurve is swung on and missed, side retired. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Blue Jays won. The White. Forecast tonight to be cold. Definitely it's turned out that way. It's going to be Bergman now. He'll lead it off here. Bottom half of the 4th. He swings on that 0-0 delivery. He misses the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, they've got a couple of hits here, and we're into the 4th inning, so maybe they're starting to get something going. And the second time through the lineup, maybe they'll try to figure something out, Gary.
How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
Well, when he throws the first pitch for a ball, what does it mean? Well, it means he's working behind in the count. The advantage goes to the hitter. Hitters have 3 hits in this one after going 1-0.
That one hit pretty well, but it goes foul off to the right. Swings, and there's a drive high in the air. Goodbye, home run, and Toronto takes the lead. They were tied, now up by 3. That's a big knock.
Blue Jays offense getting it done right now. They take the lead, getting the big hits that they want, Gary. Pretty good performance today by the starter. All in all, pretty solid outing. Now it's up to the pen.
And that one fouled off by DeJesus. Here's the delivery. DeJesus again fouling that one off. A swing and a foul off to the right side.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did.
Swing and a drive deep in the left field. Racing back. Warning track wall. He makes the catch. What a jump. Well, they break through with 3 runs and open up a 3-run lead. The Blue Jays gaining the upper hand here. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Altuve at the plate. We're trying again. He hit sharply towards the hole, and he boots it. But he stays with it, gets the out. That's how you do it. It's going to be Broxton now. Took a called 3rd strike in his last time up. And here's the first one. Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike.
Well, trailing right now, down 3 runs. You got 1 out here in the 8th. You got 5 outs left is the way you have to look at it. They need base runners. Get people on and hope somebody runs into one. A 3-run deficit, not too much to overcome.
Here's the 1-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Well, and that'll saw his batting, too, if he swings at that one.
The 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. As he drops back for it and puts it away.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Hemmig is the batter. 0 for 3 to this point. Foul ball! And that's another foul ball. And that runs too far inside, 1-2.
Now listen, this is still doable from the offensive perspective, Gary. They're only down 3. It would be nice to have a little 2-out rally right.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And that gets down for a base hit.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
It's going to be Bergman now. Not looking last time. Hullard will come in and pitch as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
Although the steal is unlikely, it's not completely out of the question. They've got to find a way to get back into the game. And maybe if they get the right count in the right situation, they could start him.
Gets away from him. And then he takes off for second. He throws, and he's in there at second base. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, a little tardy on that one, even at 2. Line drive, that's foul towards first. Swung and a ground ball to third. And he will be tagged out on a play he probably is going to define as bone hit. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Blue Jays still out in front. Yes, up now. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. Pitch on the way. Line fair down the line and right. That should be a base hit.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Descent is the batter now, still seeking his first hit of the ball game. And it's fouled away. Oh, and he takes off for second. Fly ball. And another foul ball. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, one down.
You know, sometimes in the back you go 5, 6, 7 pitches as they start to foul off the 0-2 count.
There he goes towards second. And he'll try to make the play in time for the out.
Now, Gary, you know what? He didn't beat it out at first base, but he sacrificed himself to get the runner in scoring position.
Sometimes those things get lost in the course of a game, but not for the guys on the field. They realize the importance, especially if they get the line towards second. He's waved towards home. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
It's Colon at the plate. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And this is bounced foul to the left side. To right center. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. And so out of the inning. And Bush is in the box. He's ready to go. Give his best at bat right here. First position, home half of the ninth. And the first pitch. He makes contact, line drive. And he's out at first. What an out.
2 outs remaining in this game. You're up by 3 runs. I think right now you just want to make plays. Don't walk anybody and catch the ball. Get out. Straight outs for runs.
He makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
Chow at the plate now. 0 for 1 thus far. This one's grounded foul wide of first. The pitch. This is that fastball already 0-2. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, a little message pitch right there, up and in the strike zone. And I think this hitter will think twice about diving out over the plate after that pitch.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
Let's see the K-cam on this 12-6 curveball. Like chases the breaking ball for strike 3 right there. You got to lay off it.
Bluen at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Takes a swing at that 0-1 pitch, but the curve is in there for strike 2.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
Foul ball behind home plate. Smash towards the middle. Makes its way through for a single.
Boy, I tell you what, it's demoralizing from the pitcher's perspective. You have him down 0-2, a chance to put him away, and he squeaks out a base hit. Nice job.
And swung on grounder. This might be it. Kaplan. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
As we present our Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
What an outstanding affair.
Gary, as a ball club, you really want to come out and dictate the tempo right from the start of a series, and they did that today.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League Baseball.
Game 2 of the ALDS. It'll be the Toronto Blue Jays as they take on the Chicago White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field. It's an October matchup coming right.
They love being here, and they're ready to cheer. Over 40,000 in their seats. And we'll see the Chicago White Sox playing to an eager home crowd today. And hi again. We welcome you to our Saturday night broadcast of Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. I'm going to take a look now at the starting pitcher for the White Sox. Steve, he's facing that Toronto lineup today. What is he thinking about? Jimmy Leyland's put this lineup together for this ball. Descent gets a shot here. Steve, as this game gets going here, what's your take on the White Sox?
They just have to remember they're still in this series. Sure, they're down, but there's a lot.
That ball swung on, hit high, in the air, way back, warning track. Goodbye, home run, Blue Jays. That puts them up on the board. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball in a 1-0 lead. It's going to be to Jesus. And as you're saying, Steve, what they've got to have here is just some good mental toughness. And really the adage comes to play one game at a time.
Well, they can fall back on a great season and great success. They know what they do to win. They just have to get back to playing their game.
There's a swing of the ball, hit high and deep to right center, going back. And after giving up that home run, we see the first out in this one. And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively.
Defensively, as a unit, they need to do all the basics. Make the routine plays. Don't allow them to get extra bases.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. It's caught. Guest up at the plate. The pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That'll do it as they put that one away. Well, some early. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And he gets going against these White Sox hitters. What do you think's in store?
Well, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup, a lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
0-1 offering from Contreras. That one's drilled to short, and he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. Right now, we've got a moment. Let's take a look at the lineup for the White Sox.
Really a fun offense to watch because they're always seemingly in motion. Guys are moving, guys are running.
Oh, he's trying to steal second. Strike one. And he is safe, just beating that throw.
Let's see this one again, Gary. He gets a fairly good jump at first base, makes it easily. Nice job.
That's where sliding can really make a difference. You do get in there faster in this situation when you get down.
And now he's in scoring position.
On the way. A swing line to left center. That'll be a base hit and an RBI. And he scores. That is the tying run.
Well, he saw a pitch that he really liked, and he did not miss it. A really nice job with no Nobody out, keeping this inning going and picking up that RBI.
And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
And you can see that four-seam fastball. It's been hit twice already.
This one swung on and driven hard. That's one away. Runner on his way to third.
He couldn't get all of that low pitch right there, but at least able to advance his teammate to third base.
On a pitch down low like that, make some contact and don't get that lead runner stranded. They didn't. And in the batter's box, it's Capelon. Two away. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they get two. Great double play. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. Yeah, we are still knotted up in Chicago. Flew out last time. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. As he drops back to Jesus, headed for third.
Now this ball hit toward the wall. You see the right fielder backpedaling. You don't recommend that because your head bounces around and you can fall, but still able to make the catch.
Swung on, hit down the line and left. It has a chance. Goodbye home run. That's a Jays homer to tie it up. This 2-run homer, clutch piece of hitting.
Credit the Jays for bringing this back to a tie. Base runners are the key. The more you get on, the better chance you have to get them in. Let's see if they can take the lead.
And the first pitch. He swings, sends it high in the air. This one way, way back. And he's got it. Spectacular play. Aguila into the batter's box. Now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Look, guys, he has got to mix it up a little bit more than what he's done. So far, going just with that four-seamer, he's going to get in trouble.
You know, John, in addition,
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
Gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not it. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. It's a little chilly here tonight. No sign of precipitation, though. Already 1 hit in the ballgame, 1 for 2 off Bautista.
It's time for this pitcher to make an adjustment. A four-seam fastball is really getting him burned today, and this guy got a hit last time up against it.
0-1 the count now as we're in the 6th.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
And that one fouled off by DeJesus. The pitch. A fly ball. 1 away. Moulin has a turn in the box. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
A textbook right here. I mean, take notes, everybody.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And that gets the tying run on board.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with one out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
Yes, at the plate, and a home run back in the fourth inning. Here's the delivery. Smash towards the middle. Gets down. The go-ahead run's on base. Good offensive chance here.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Anaga is batting. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Swung on and fouled away. He sends this one in the air towards center. 2 away.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
Aguila into the batter's box. He doubled at his last appearance. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. Toronto, here's a position to get something done.
Well, an outstanding piece of hitting to load the bases. Picks up that single, and now the pressure mounts.
And in the batter's box, it's Cavalon. 0 for 2 thus far. And there's the third out. They pick up 3 hits in the inning. Chow batting now. Had a base hit his last time up. Fastball in there, 0-1.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And starts him out here. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And it's in there, the tying run on board.
Well, you're not going to find a whole lot of guys who like that pitch up and in. But here's one of the exceptions right here. He got one up and in, and he drove it.
Bullen in the box now. Base hit his last time. Here's the pitch. Smash towards the middle, and he's on. That's the go-ahead run. And he'll come in to score. And he is out at second. Little warm-up action. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne. With Steve Phillips and John Kruk, looking at a lot of determination right now. They are closing in. These are crucial at-bats. Evans will be called on to pitch. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. And the 8th inning starts with a strike.
The hardest pitch to hit a home run on is that sinker ball. Why he's swinging that hard, who knows?
Line down the right field line with a foul ball. And that's another foul ball. He swings, hits a ball to right field. That's one away. Anaga is the batter. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. For 3 to this point.
Well, definitely going to have to hold the runner close at first base. He can run, and boy, if he gets to second base, he's in scoring position and could tie this one up.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. There he goes for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. Blew it. Is batting. And we've got Helton batting. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. 2 away.
Just an easy pop to second base, and as a pitcher, you'll take those all day long. Well, the fans are getting a late inning showdown right here, Gary.
He homered and swung on a playable fly ball for the final out. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
A big playoff victory right here, and the hometown crowd very, very happy the way their players performed.
Now we're going to award our player of the game.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be.
And with this victory march today, they vote.
Game 3, ALDS. We'll see the Chicago White Sox as they play against the Toronto Blue Jays. Coming up on 2K Sports.
Home field advantage. You want to use that in this game. Toronto will try and do so here. 2K Sports presents our MLB broadcast. So glad you're there. And the fans here tonight at Rogers Center, glad to welcome their ball club onto the field. Let's show you the lineup for the White Sox. Canizares at the plate. He's the game's first batter. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. How do you think the Blue Jays stack up in this matchup, Steve?
Very little separates these two teams. They've been neck and neck the entire series. Now that it's all evened up, this is the critical game. Both teams have played well, but this could ultimately decide who wins the series.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. And it seems like, Steve, at this point, this is when you're asking, especially your best players, to take their play to another level.
Boy, if they have another level left now, I'll be surprised because they've been given everything they can. They just need somebody to step up and be a hero.
And that's another foul ball. Pitch on the way. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. That's one away. Got a chance to check out the Blue Jays defensively around the horn.
Hey, guys, you know, against an offense like this, defense becomes that much more critical. You cannot give them extra base runners or extra bases.
Altuve at the plate. He'll get things started here in the The home half of the second. A swing line to left center. That one gets through for a base hit. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall.
Well, a great leadoff double right there. No outs in the inning. Now, let's see if they can bring him across.
Nanaga at the plate now. Here's the delivery. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And in there, base hit. He's trying for the plate. Toronto, here's a position to get something done.
Good bat speed against that fastball, able to get that inside pitch, rotate his hips, and pull it through the hole for a base hit.
Aguila into the batter's box. Oh, and he takes off for second. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That's down. Runner could come home. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and it'll probably make the move to the pen. Excellent base running right there, getting himself into second base. Great read on his part, and love the aggressiveness.
And you've got to decide what you're going to do in those situations before you ever get to first base. That's what he did.
And that's what he did. You know what?
Swing and a hot shot. That'll be a base hit and an RBI. And another run comes through. Openings for this lineup offensively. Don't give it to them now because they are hot. Now after 2 RBIs on that hit, you can see how the WPA graph is looking. It's Colon at the plate. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead. Oh! And it's fouled away. Oh, to Jesus running. Oh! This one's grounded foul, wide of first. Oh, there he goes for second. Oh! And he fouls another one off. Oh, he takes off for second. And he fouls off another one. Oh! There he goes for second. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. One down. The runner's tagging from first.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
And in the batter's box, it's Capelon. Oh, to Jesus running. Fouled off. He's running. Strike 2. That one's drilled to short. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Now, he has no business swinging at this 0-2 pitch. It's out of the strike zone, but he's thinking, I have to protect. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
And that pitch was really away. I mean, that's a ball. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. Steve, he knocks in a 3-run homer. They lead by 6.
Gary, this offense has just been in control right here. Extending the lead, going to make it much more difficult to catch him later. Well, there are days when you just don't have it, and clearly this was one of those days. Now let's see if the bullpen can slow this offense down.
And, Steve, you give up that big fly ball. Now trailing further in this one. Pitching's got to find a way to shut this down right now.
Well, that's right. Listen, now with the bases empty, you've got to get in your mind that you're starting over and get outs.
He's going to try to stretch it. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Boolen is up now. Grounded out last time. It's picked up. Over to second for 1. And 2. They got both of them that time. Striking early. Big inning. And if you're just tuning in, Rogers Center, that's where we are in ideal weather here in Toronto. He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. And he starts him out. There's a swing and a smash. It's caught. Anaga in the box now. He singled and later scored in his last time up. We get another shot at. They're hitting into that double play last time up. Well, you see something new in this game every day, Steve. They're going to intentionally put him on to face one of the best hitters in the game.
And you've got to really question this strategy, Gary. I mean, I don't know why you do this unless perhaps maybe you saw something in the scouting report. They better hope it doesn't backfire.
Yes, is the batter. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike.
0-2. Well, you talk about a guy that doesn't get cheated in the batter's box. You usually see that swing when someone throws a fastball. But he took a mighty hack at that slider, but he came up empty.
That one goes foul.
But when a pitcher throws a pitch out there 0-2, you're expecting him to get a ground out or a strikeout. But this guy just reaches out, puts it in play, defensive swing to keep this thing going.
And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. So that's the RBI single. Put that run up on the board. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. He's on his way to third, and he's waved home. And he scores. Wow, tremendous base running.
Well, the most effective pitch in baseball is a pitch down and away in the strike zone. And this guy here, though, he's made a living throughout his career being able to hit that pitch, and he does it again right here.
Aguila into the batter's box. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
Well, now they're putting some distance between themselves and their opponent. With at-bats like that, keep tacking on the runs and pulling away.
It's going to be De Jesus. He definitely brings a lot of attention to his at-bats. Ekberg is going to come on as a pinch hitter.
With 2 runners on base and a chance for a big inning, they're going to the pinch hitter, trying to see if they can't generate some offense this inning.
Bush throws to first in time. That's 3 down. They pick up 2 runs on 2 hits and leave a couple. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne. Steve Phillips and John Clark. It's going to be Bergman now. He's ready to start out here in the 6th inning. Hullard is going to come on and pitch now as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give them some innings.
Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Here's a swing and a line drive. And it's through there. Singles to left.
Well, you would have to think with the speed that's on first base right now that they'll put him in motion to try to make things happen here in this game.
And Bush is in the box. Struck out swinging last time. Hit sharply towards the hole. That's one. And they get it. They turn two. Bluen up now. He's driven home 3 in this one. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that is hit. Anaga throws on to first, side is retired. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Blue Jays still protecting this lead. It's Colon at the plate. He'll lead it off. Home half. We're in the 6th. Line drive. That's foul towards first. He delivers. Fastball swung on. Can't make contact and behind on the count 0-2. He homered back in inning number 2. And the first pitch. Fouled away. Swinging a drive, deep left center. That one's grabbed, side retired. Not a lot of action in this half inning, nothing on. And it'll be the way. Canizares settles in. He bounced out his last time. First pitch to him. Line towards third and foul. 0-1 fastball and a called strike.
Well, with 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3, I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters, force them to put in play. Do not give them free passes.
Oh. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, it's lined. And in there, he has struggled today. Now finally a base hit in the record book.
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. That's a perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hit.
Smash towards the middle. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Well, it's not going to take a genius to figure out that the hot zone for most major league hitters is a fastball right down the middle of the plate. That's exactly what the pitcher threw him, and that's why he got hit hard.
And it's Cormier batting. He walked and later scored his last time through. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
Benish will be the new pitcher as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
Now we're going to keep an eye and see how aggressive they're going to be to try to get back in this game. Speed out there at second base. Let's see if they put a potential double steal on.
Here's the pitch. And he watches one at the knees, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away.
Well, they needed that one. That's the first out. They need to try to limit the damage in this inning and hold on to that lead.
It's going to be Broxton now. He flew out his last time up. Towards center field. 2 away.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead. Now he's got a chance to get onto this thing without any major trouble.
Hemmick in the box now. He homered back in the 5th. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1.
Well, for a ball that had that type of movement on it, that slider had surprising velocity, and the hitter just couldn't catch up. He swung late.
And the sinker swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs with a couple of hits and 2 left on. Toronto's in charge here. It'll be batters. It's going to be to Jesus. He doubled his last time. Here's the first pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Swings, hits this one very high in the air, deep left center, and goodbye home run. The production for the Jays goes on. So the lead now stands at 4. A solo home run, pushing them out in front a little further.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
The pitch on the ground to first. Bergman. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. Yes, at the plate. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. The first pitch. Line drive out of play down the right side. Here's the pitch. This is that fastball already 0-2.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
And he swings and hits this one foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Very little movement on this pitch at 93 miles per hour, courtesy of K-Cam.
Anaga is the batter now. Last time up, triple homer run. He'll lead it off here. Inning number. Great. Here's the first pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Lined up the middle and in there. Second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance.
Well, good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
It's got to be Bergman now. Had a base hit his last time up. And here's the first one. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. 1 away. And he'll have to hold at first.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
And Bush is in the box. He hit into a double play as last time. He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Oh, Catalanato's going to steal. And he is out trying to take second. Let's take a look at that steal.
Came in with a curveball right there, but the catcher does a nice job getting the transfer from his glove to his throwing hand and makes the accurate throw to throw out the stealer.
The 1-2 on its way. You're out. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side's retired. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Blue Jays still out in front. Aguila into the batter's box. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. Here's the delivery. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field as he retreats back for it and gets the out. Ekberg is batting, grounded out last time. And the first pitch. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. And it's going to be Catalanato. He comes in a little, gets the out. It's Cologne at the plate. Grounded out his last time up. Hit in the air to center field. And there's the third out. Amazingly fast inning out. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Bluin has the turn in the box. He's driven home 3 in this one.
They clearly have not figured out a way how to get this guy out. I mean, he is swinging the bat, driven in 3 runs already. Let's see if he can get some more.
He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you can really deflate them.
Swing and a liner to right center. And that's through a base hit.
He has no business swinging at this 0-2 pitch. It's out of the strike zone, but he's thinking, I have to protect. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
And that pitch was really away. I mean, that's a ball. Canizares gets a turn here. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. Sinker just missed. 1-0.
1-1.
Gets that call at the knees, evens the count at 1 apiece.
I threw that one exactly where he wanted it, counted in.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it falls in there. That's going to be a single. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
Altuve at the plate. He singled his last trip. The pitch hit in the air to left center. And it's going to be DeJesus. And he gets over to take care of business. And it's Cormier batting. Trying to get here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's 2 gone. And the runners will have to hold at first and second.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
It's going to be Broxton now. 0 for 4 in this one. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
Well, if you can ever read a slider coming out of a pitcher's hand, sometimes what happens is you're more focused on what the ball's going to do as far as the break goes than you are with timing the swing, and you hesitate for that split second, and it gets in on you, and you swing late. That's what happened here.
Line towards first, and it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And he scores.
This team just won't go away. They're not going to make it easy. They're going to have to earn this win. Now it's just a 3-run game.
Hemming at the plate. And it is getting down to crunch time right now. This is where the offense, they can't give up not only an at-bat, they can't give up a pitch. Birkin will be called on to pitch as Toronto brings him in to close.
Well, good speed at first base right here. He can really run. Don't be surprised if we see him try to steal and get a second runner in scoring position.
Swings and misses at the fastball. That'll even the count at 1.
Well, now within 3 runs in this ballgame, Gary, and you really have to credit this offense. They've been relentless, continuing to put the pressure on inning after inning.
Swung on, ground ball, maybe the end. And that will bring a run in.
But you have to give them some credit. They're not quitting. That base knock now makes it just a 2-run game. Let's see if they can keep this rally going.
And Catalanato settles in. All important production at this point in the ball game. Cut that deficit, keep pushing. That's what they're after.
Well, they keep reducing that lead right now. Another big hit there, but they're going to need a few more of those if they're really going to have a chance to win this game, Gary.
And a fly ball could be the last out. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
A big playoff victory right here. The hometown crowd very, very happy the way their players performed.
And now let's get a recap of an outstanding individual performance. And as they put the victory up in this one, they now sit enviably, we might add, just one win away from winning the series.
And you have to credit them. They've come so far this year, and now they find themselves just one win away. This has to be a gratifying.
ALDS, this is game 4. We'll see the Chicago White Sox taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto Rogers Center. Coming at you on 2K Sports.
Home field advantage. You want to use that in this game. Toronto will try and do so here. Glad to have you join us. Tuesday night edition of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And the fans here tonight at Rogers Center, glad to welcome their ball club onto the field. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And he gets going against these White Sox hitters. What do you think's in store?
Well, it's southpaw on the mound today, and this one is going to have to be on top of his game. When he's on, he's usually pretty darn good, but this is a quality lineup he's facing, which means he's going to have to really execute his pitches to get out of jams.
Now we'll see Bobby Valentine's lineup.
That's a lineup that manufactures runs, a lot of guys that can motor, a lot of speed in this lineup, so they'll take the extra base, they'll bunt, hit and run, and do things to challenge the defense.
Canizares up at the plate. He's leading off the game, and we get set for baseball. Here's the pitch. Curveball just misses 1-0. Steve, as we get started here, tell us about the Blue Jays in this one.
Well, they know how important this game is. A win here in this one, and they move on. A loss, and they have to keep playing. When you have a team on the ropes, you have to put them away. You have to go for the jugular.
Completely agree on that, Steve. You really do have an opportunity here to make this fairly easy series, but don't open any windows.
When you have a chance to end it, you have to slam the door and take hope away from your opponent.
Hard grounded to short, and the leadoff man's on board. You love the offense when it gets going that way. He stops at second. That will be a double. He's in scoring position now with nobody out.
Well, what a great swing right there. And anytime You can put yourself in scoring position with no outs. You're looking for big things to happen.
Altuve at the plate. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Here's a spin and a throw back to second. Has to dive, but he's back in there in time. Here's the pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. One away. And we'll take a quick look at the Blue Jays and their defensive alignment.
As you look at this club defensively, it's a team that struggles and ranked in the bottom 5 in the American.
He'll lead off the home half of the first. Now the first pitch. Swing and a liner to right center. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively. Chance now to check the lineup, this time for the Blue Jays.
Okay, this is what I call a circular lineup. Stars really throughout the lineup. They're all the same. They hit for average, hit for power, drive in runs. Really star-studded throughout.
And a moment to check out the defensive alignment for the White Sox.
Well, within their division, it's the highest-ranked defensive team. They make the plays, and it really is one of the things that distinguishes them from the rest of the competition.
He grabs it. There's one. And the deuce, a double play.
But, Gary, we talk a lot about how important defense is to a team's success. That's living proof right there.
And you keep this one in mind because it's an inning offensively that didn't happen. Yes, at the plate now. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. That's caught. Side is retired. Amazingly fast inning. Outs here. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. You know, Steve, you imagine that big fly ball anytime. You get the bases loaded here, you got to take advantage.
Well, they'll take anything they can get right now. It's still early in the game. They just need to try to keep it close.
And that's going to do it in this half inning. So they cut into that deficit a bit with a home. Hemming is the bat. Steve, how about the pitching performance so far today?
You know, Gary, all outs are not equal. Ground ball outs are better because it keeps it in the infield and lets you guys play behind you. And this lefty's getting a lot of those today.
He flew out his last time up. One out with a runner at second. And the first pitch. He swings now and really hit that. Two retired here. Runner on his way to third. And there's two, a double play. And they're held in check here in this half inning. The White Sox still on top. And Bush is in the box. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate.
A must-win situation, sudden death, lose and go home. But what do?
As we check out the... And they have done it. They have battled back, tied the...
ALDS Final Game 5. It's going to be the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Chicago White Sox.
U.S. Cellular Field filled to capacity with over 40,000 fans for this game. And we'll see the Chicago White Sox playing to an eager home crowd today. Thank you for joining us Thursday night, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. I'm going to take a look now at the starting pitcher for the White Sox. Steve, how's he going to handle these Toronto bats in this game?
Pitching's the key to win any ball game, and with their quality right-hander on the mound today, that's going to be a key as well against this outstanding lineup. He's going to have to execute his pitches to get the outs.
We'll take a moment to look at the Blue Jays lineup.
Okay, this is what I call a circular lineup. Stars really throughout the lineup, they're all the same. They hit for average, hit for power, drive-in runs, really star-studded throughout.
Descent in the box now. All right, Steve, and while it is still early, how about a little strategy viewpoint from the White Sox?
Well, it all comes down to this. Both teams are banged up, but you don't feel those bumps. You don't feel those bruises. You have to leave everything on the field. There are no excuses. Everybody's available for both teams.
Solid contact made, but that foul ball up in the air is going to be off on the right side. And Steve, in light of all the injuries we've had, what you're really looking for in this kind of a game is maybe the unexpected hero.
Well, since everybody's available, the managers are going to pull out all the stops, and oftentimes it's the unlikely guy who gets the job done.
And a moment to check out the defensive alignment for the White Sox.
Defensively, as a unit, they need to do all the basics. Make the routine plays. Don't allow them to get extra bases.
On the way. A swing, a high drive, deep into center field. Goodbye, home run, Blue Jays. That puts them up on the board. And the first run of the ball game. Wow, it comes with a solo home run and a 1-0 lead.
It's all about offense. When you're behind somebody, you got to get things going. That's what Toronto did there. Blue Jays out in front. Now they're going to look to pad the lead.
This one's grounded near third, foul. And we've got offense here in the first inning, just the way they wanted to start this ball game.
Now, the pitching's going to have to settle down here. Now, I know it's early, but you don't want this thing to spiral out of control.
Fastball got him, 2 down.
We got a second now to see the 4-seam fastball in K-Camp.
And I think last couple of pitches he faced, it didn't seem like he was ready for that fastball.
Yeah, he got some off-speed pitch the previous pitch, but you should be able to expect to get the bat on that heater, especially with 2 strikes.
Guest up now. And that one's put away to retire the side. Early pressure being put on, a run over in the first. The Jays lead it 1. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And he gets going against these White Sox hitters. What do you think's in store?
Oh, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball.
Ground ball towards second. Anaga. Throw one to first in time. One away. Now we'll see Bobby Valentine's lineup.
A lot of speed in this lineup, which could challenge the pitcher and the catcher to hold runners, but also challenge the defense to rush their throws.
And Contreras' pitch looked at for a strike. Count will go to 0-1.
He's just popping that glove with that 4-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Curveball that time. Misses inside, evens the count at 1.
That curveball inside right there. Pretty good pitch, but if he leaves it over the plate, he's going to get hurt.
And he watches one at the knees, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down. That's working in a hurry right there. He didn't mess around wasting pitches.
But what that pitch selection did, Gary, was keep the hitter off balance. And when you don't waste pitches, you put the hitter back on his heels.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Blue Jays and their defensive alignment.
You have to give them a lot of credit for their team defense. It really is about the team. Everybody contributing. The 3rd fewest errors committed in the American League. And it really does help their pitching staff a lot because they make the plays.
And that's in there. The White Sox get a man on.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
It's going to be, there he goes towards second. He is safe at second base.
Now he gets into second base and beats the throw there, Gary. Now he's in scoring position. Outstanding offensive play.
Thought we might have had an argument on the call at second base, but none from the manager.
Yeah, not at all. Let's see if they can get him home now.
Contreras too far outside with it. That's a ball. Here it comes. Line drive left of the bag and foul. The 1-2 pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. Toronto's in charge here. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Anaga is batting. He'll start it off here in the second. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. Makes its way through for a single. He's going to try and test him here.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Aguila into the batter's box. That's one away. And in the batter's box, it's Kepalon.
Okay, you can look at it a couple ways. You can say, look, we've got the lead. Let's play for another.
There he goes for second. And he squares around, gets down the bunt. Altuve safe at first. He's in there, not quite getting him. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Well, this was a sacrifice situation, but the defense just didn't react properly once the ball was on the ground. Now everybody's safe.
It's Colon at the plate. The second, there's one. And 2, double play. How about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys tonight. All lit up here at U.S. Cellular Field on this beautiful night for a game. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
This guy's four-seamer's been hit 2 times so far in this one.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Well, that's some kind of pitching.
Hard grounded to short. Cormier. And he throws to first in time, out number 2. It's going to be DeJesus. Homered back in the first inning. And the first pitch. Swung on and ripped towards second. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And Bush is in the box. He'll get us going here in the home half of the third. Struck out swinging last time. First pitch to him. Swing and lined up the middle. That one gets through for a base hit. He's trying for second.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Yes, up at the plate. Last time up, flew out. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, if he threw a fastball right there, he might send a souvenir to the crowd. Problem was he got the changeup and didn't connect.
And this is bounced foul to the left side. There's a swing and a liner towards first. That one's caught.
Well, he got a good piece of this one, hitting a shot toward first base, but first baseman was there for the out.
Anaga is up. Oh, there he goes for second. Line towards third and foul. He's running, heading for second. And that one is in there, his second hit today. Toronto, here's a position to get something done.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Aguila into the batter's box. He flew out his last time up. Well, working on the 0-1 count now. Now there's a swing. A ball hit high, deep into right field. Say goodbye, a 3-run homer. Now they lead by 4, a 3-run homer.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
He deals. This one's grounded foul, wide of first. And Steve, they're starting to run away here, even though it's early in the ball game. The offense putting real pressure on the pitching.
Well,
there's a swing and a drive, deep right field. And Catalanato tracks that down. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well,
how's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
big advantage for the offense when they are able to.
And he got good wood up the middle. Throws on to first, side is retired. So they strike for. And it's Cormier batting. So far a 1-for-1 in the game off Contreras.
Well, he certainly didn't seem fooled when he went to the off-speed pitch earlier on. Got a hit on that pitch up in the zone.
Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Again, we're into the 4th inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, Now, they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
Swing and a hot shot. So they can't make the play. It's going to be Broxton now. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. The first pitch. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And that's through a base hit. He's on his way to third. That's one out. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it. He'll hold there at second base. Crediting with a double. Hemmig in the box now. Blew out last time. And Contreras gets him to go after it. That'll be a strike. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
I really like what we've seen from him. He moved the ball up and down, in and out, changing the eye level of the hitters.
And you got to do that. I mean, you think about his strategy, and his success today is a testament to how important it is to mix up your location.
Spins, checks him at second, and he's back easily. Made a dive to get in. Here's the pitch. A swing line to left center. That'll be a base hit and an RBI. And the run gets in.
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. A perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind. Next time around, we'll see whether or not he changes up on how he throws to this guy. And Catalanato settles in. Right now, looking better for this ball club. This is what they needed. Just chink away here and get back into this thing. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Yes, a great situation for some offense.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
And Contreras gets too close. That's taken for a ball. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Well, the one thing I think compared to what we normally see from him is today he's really relying on that slider.
You know, John, that curve is a put-away pitch for him. We've seen him throw it very often, but he's barely used it so far in this game. Maybe he's just not as confident in it today.
Ooh, he tried to put all of it into that one swing and goes to a full count now, 3-2.
Well, boy, wouldn't you love to see him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
And there's the second out of double play. They pick up 1 on 3 hits, strand a man. The White Sox, they're not going to concede this. They've made a pretty good chunk out of that lead. Descent is the batter now. He's our first batter here in the 5th. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. 1 down. It's going to be to Jesus. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
0-1, 1-0. What's the importance of it? Well, the hitters have the advantage.
Up the middle. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. He's going to try to stretch it.
But 1 out and a man on first base. That big single right there gives him a couple outs to work with to see if they can push him across the board.
Bullen at the plate. He's singled and late. He's running. Taps this one foul to the right. He's running towards second. It's fouled off. There he goes towards second. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning. Now over to second base, not in time. Trying to get that double play there, he beat it out.
Let's see this one again, Gary. He gets a fairly good jump at first base, makes it easily. Nice job.
That's where sliding can really make a difference. You do get in there faster in this situation when you get down.
And now he's in scoring position.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. A swing, a ball hit high, deep into right field. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. The lead is 5 thanks to that 2-run shot.
Gary, this offense has just been in control right here. Extending the lead going to make it much more difficult to catch him later. Well, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they got
on the ground to first, Bergman, and he'll step on first to retire the side. And Bush is in the box. In his first trip to the plate, he went down on strike, striking out against Contreras.
He struck out last time with a four-seam fastball. He's got to be ready for it now, which may make him vulnerable for an off-speed pitch.
And a strike to start the fifth. We've got an 0-1 count. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
Talk about the importance of first pitch strikes. Well, this shows you here he's retired 6 hitters in this game after he's thrown a first pitch strike.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball, 1-2.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
And he makes the catch. One away. Lewin settles in. Last time up, Lewin. And the first pitch. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Curveball just misses, falls behind 2-0. The pitch. That one's drilled to short. On to first, that's out number 2. Canizares gets a turn here. He doubled his last time. Here's the first pitch. Slider just misses, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. A 1-0 delivery, a curveball taken for a strike. 1-1 pitch. Line drive left to the bag and foul. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. And they're held in check here in this half inning. Toronto 6, the White Sox 1. Aguila into the batter's box, and a home run back in the 4th inning. And he starts him out. Swing and a miss on that curveball. It's 0-1. Swung on and fouled away. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And that's out number 1, stepping in the bag. And in the batter's box, it's Capelon. He flew out his last time up. Still without a hit yet in the game. He'll get another chance here. And here's the first one. Shot towards the hole. That one's taken care of. It's going to be DeJesus. Homered back in the 1st inning. 1 on, 1 out. He won't get a chance to swing the bat here. They've decided to put him on.
Well, normally you want the hitter to earn his way on base, but in this situation, the intentional walk's the right move.
Woolen up now. Struck out swinging his last time up. Hit in the air to center field. Two retired here. Yes, up at the plate. He homered earlier in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Comes out swinging for the fences, but ends up with a strike one. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit well down the right field line into the corner. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. He gets three guys home. Now they lead by 7. Anaga is the batter. Swung on, soft liner to the right side. And it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Aguila into the batter's box. Had a home run back in the 4th inning. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Well, he's running, taking off for second. There he goes for second. Strike 3. Wow, that'll do it for the inning, but not before a lot of runs crossed. If you're just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Catalanato settles in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. He sends this one in the air towards center. One away. It's going to be Bergman now. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 0-1.
Okay, one out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
Contreras sets and throws. 0-1 pitch is a change. Swung on and missed. 0-2. And here's an interesting analysis of the successful pitches we've seen him throw today. A look at the quality strikes he's thrown.
Well, it's not an easy thing to do to keep the ball down consistently, but that's what he's done to have all his success in this one.
Well, quality strike after quality strike. The ball down in the zones where the hitters hit the top of the ball.
This is there, runs it full.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Swung on, line to right field. That should be a base hit. He's on board, way ahead of that play.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
And Bush is in the box. That's the second out of the inning. Bluen up now. A runner on first with 2 outs. And here's the first one. First pitch is a changeup, looked at 0-1.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look.
Swung and a ground ball to third. De Jesus throws to first, side is retired. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Blue Jays 9, White Sox 2. Latter third of. And in the batter's box, it's Camelon trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first one. Drilled towards third. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game on his fourth plate appearance. He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
It's Cologne at the plate. First base trying to keep him close. Oh, and he takes off for second. Oh, he takes off for second. And it goes foul. He's running, heading for second. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Struck him out, one down. Oh, boy, they simply throw to the wrong base.
His pitches complement one another. They work off of each other, and he used a tremendous sequence right there. 1, 2, 3, strikeout, see you later.
Epps at the plate now. There he goes for second.
Took a big hack at that one up in the zone. He's going to be seeing that one in his dreams all night long.
Oh, he's trying to steal second.
He must have been looking off speed, which I don't understand. With 2 strikes, you have to look fastball and adjust to the off speed.
There he goes towards second. Fastball got him, 2 down. Ooh, I don't think that was the intended play. They blew that one.
Well, he climbs the ladder on him, Gary, and he just didn't have enough bat speed to catch up to that pitch.
Descent in the box. 0 for 4 in this one. Here's the pitch. Swung on line to right center field. And in there, he has struggled today. Now finally a base hit in the record book.
Well, not many hitters have a lot of success with that pitch down and away, and this guy is absolutely no exception to the rule, but he dropped the head of the bat on it, didn't do too much, and drove that ball for a base hit.
It's going to be to Jesus. He homered earlier in the ball game. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Canizares batting now. This is it's a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. In time for the up. Altuve at the plate. He had a single in his last time up. The first pitch. He fouls that one off. Foul ball! Called strike below the waist, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Look, Gary, with 1 out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as a K.
I'll tell you what, you get a fastball up over triple digits. It's an absolute blur to the hitter. It gets on him so quickly, there's about nothing he can do with it.
And it's Cormier batting. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching.
There's a swing and a hit deep into center field. Way back there. Goodbye. Home run, and it's the White Sox coming back. That solo shot represents a little hope. Still down by 6.
Well, this game's gotten away from Chicago, but
Hut shot towards the hole. Anaga throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they cut it. Bullen gets a shot here. He's going to start the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. And another foul ball. Hit up the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close? He's going to try to stretch it. He stops at first. That'll be a single.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game, the manager can just...
Oh, he takes off for second. This one has popped up to the left side on a play. Here's the pitch. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And that one falls in there for a single. He's on his way to the plate. There's the throw. Tag is there. He is out at the plate. And he'll stop at third with a triple. Anaga is the batter. 3 for 4 thus far. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. And he swings and hits this one foul. Oh! The pitch hit in the air to center field. 2 down here in the inning. Here comes the runner for the plate. The throw, the run scores. Aguila into the batter's box. First pitch on the way. Line drive. That's foul towards first. He delivers. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And it's going to be Catalinato. And there's the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on. Toronto still up big. Hemmig is batting. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Here's the first pitch. Swing, hot shot, and that gets through for a base hit.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning, no outs. Big things could happen now.
And Catalinato settles in. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Benish is going to be our new pitcher here as they make the pitching swap. Looks at a ball, 1-1.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
A swing and a foul off to the right side. 1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the slider, 1 out.
Now he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
It's going to be Bergman now. He singled his last trip. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he throws in time for the force at second. Great out. And without that great diving play, there would have been no outs on this shot.
Well, he sucks it up like a vacuum cleaner, recovers quickly, and then the presence of mind to get the out at second base.
And Bush is in the box. Here's the first pitch. Can't get him to chase it. That's low, ball 1. At the belt, the 1-0. Swung on, hit on the ground. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
They get it done on the road. Not an easy thing to do, and they're going to go in and celebrate, taste the champagne, and get ready for the next round of the playoffs, Gary. What a win.
And it's about time to award our player of the game, don't you think?
When a lot of guys hit meaningless home runs that don't decide the game, have nothing to do with the outcome of the game, but not in this one. He had only that 1 hit, but that home run sealed the deal for his team. You can't find a more appropriate reason to be named the player of the game.
And with this win, they have taken their first step towards the title as they win the divisional series.
As happy as they are in that clubhouse now, they're not satisfied with the division crown. They want it all.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.